Oh, these triangles and squares are acting like a platypus digging a hole inside of an igloo with a pogo stick. Hey, kid! Have you even tried a square sandwich?
What? Why would I ever? Wait a minute. Aren't you that guy from earlier with the weird laugh?
What do you mean, weird laugh?
Okay, but seriously? Who are you?
Well, young grasshopper, I'm old man Polygon. I've seen many pickles get picked in my time and been present for this whole preposterous petty conflict.
Whatever.
You! What about you, Sonny? Do you realize you and your folk are acting like a hummingbird hyped up on pickle juice with an obsession of singing Russian opera?
Oh, what? A hummingbird what? What does that even mean? Who are you?
That is not important, young hummingbird. What is important is that your meaningless flight will only keep you up at night.
Go away, you old coot. You're distracting me from doing my prestigious job of picking these pickles.
Lothal. Well then, have fun picking and know that I'll be tricking.
Lunchtime!
What is this? This isn't my lunch.
Yeah, Zooks! This isn't my square sandwich. This is, triangular.
But it's still...
It still tastes the same. How can this sandwich taste the same as mine? It's cut in such a way.
After all these years we've been home, there's no difference between our sides.
I've always thought my way was right.
This is why we had to fight.
Then what is it we should do if ever we only knew our differences are okay? There must be another way to bring about an end. For this town we must defend. We'll prove we both are true. Then what is it we should do? I can't go back and tell them they were wrong.
How do we prove all the lies in our way?
'Cause we are the only ones who have tried to see what's lying across that line. We've got to try to show that we're both alike. Then what is it we should do if ever we only knew our differences are okay? There must be another way to bring about an end. For this town we must defend. We'll prove we both are true. Then what is it we should do? What is it we should do?
One day till Pickle get in. Oh, the humanity.
Come on, man, just try it. I promise you, there's nothing different.
I don't know. General T's always been pretty serious when she talks about avoiding these kinds of situations. Like she always says, don't eat that square sandwich.
But I mean, do you know anyone who's ever tried it? I'm telling you, we've been wrong for all these years.
What's the worst that could happen? It's only a sandwich.
What's the worst that could happen? Don't you remember Scrawny Steve?
Yeah? Moved away years ago.
Yeah, that is what they want you to think. I heard that one day after school he crossed over the line and they force-fed him triangular cut sandwiches until he turned into a housefly and they stomped on him. No one likes houseflies.
Posh, you actually believe that?
Yeah.
General T, they're going to stop people get it. You got everything wrong.
Oh, you're serious. Well, I'm sure you kids have a great idea, but we all know that Picklegeddon is happening whether we like it or not. So, if you'll please excuse me, I'm headed to the line to discuss the rules for Picklegeddon.
Wait, at least let me come with you.
Make way, kids! I'm off the line to hear General T grovel at my feet.
General S, before you go and start this war, there's something you should know.
Now, Pigger. I'm in the zone. All right, let's get this over with. What have you to say?
Well, since you put it so nicely, I'll keep it short. There's only one rule for tomorrow's engagement, and you know what it is.
Indeed I do.
No harming the great pickle tree.
Sounds good. See you tomorrow. Be sure to wear your losing pants.
I hope your ego doesn't get in the way of your wet noodles.
General T.
General S!
What do you want? Not now. Go home.
Move away, I've got business to do.
Can't you see this attitude towards one another is the reason this conflict can't be solved?
You can't keep up this fighting unless you stop and see the other side.
If you can think you know what will solve this fight, then tell us one we've never heard.
There's no way that this battle will ever be solved by you children.
You might want to listen then.
Go home.
Quit wasting my time. They're right. Then how can you help? You're much too young.
Just listen to what these two have to say.
Our sandwiches are in fact the same.
Except for the way that they're cut.
And the taste we all know doesn't change at all. Just try it. Just try it.
We're in the war, and somehow our lunches got switched.
I took a bite of the sandwich without checking its shape.
But the pickles are just as good.
But you'll just have to try it yourself.
I refuse to take a bite of that sandwich. You should know unless you try.
It's either this or we fight.
So be it. We'll fight now.
Save a little town, you just got it our way.
This fight won't solve the problem between us. Just try one of their sandwiches.
Why is this such a big deal? It's been this way for years now. There's no way you can prove to us we've been for so long.
Just try it. Just try it. Take a bite and see what we are speaking of.
That arguing could easily be delayed, if not even solved.
And pick up all our mess.
Just take a bite now. What is there to lose?
Try it. And end this.
I'm not unless I see her try it.
So it's an option?
Hold me to that.
All right, I'm with it, but only if it's at the same time. And I'll let you know this won't change anything. This will be worth it. You'll see what we mean.
Is it okay for you kids to stop nagging me?
General T?
I guess I don't have a choice now, do I?
Great. Then come to the line.
And eat it while we watch.
Just try it. Just try it. Take a bite.
And try it. We'll try it. We'll see.
All right, then that settles it.
You each have to take a bite of the other sandwich.
And it has to be a real bite.
So will know for sure what we've been trying to tell you.
Oh, come on, you're always calling us wimps, and you can't even take a bite out of a pickled peanut butter and poppy seed sandwich.
Trust us, you'll be so surprised by how it tastes.
This sandwich, it tastes the same!
You see? We told you.
The way we cut it doesn't change our sandwiches at all.
And the pickles taste delicious, no matter which side they come from.
Here, take a bite.
Here, pass this around.
I can't believe we've been fighting over nothing all these years.
Well, now that we've got that out of the way, what are we going to do with all of these peach cobblers?
And we have oodles of wet noodles with no use now.
Looks like it's time for fiesta! It seems I had a tough time getting my message across to you guys. Not sure why, though. Now that you figured it out, cook up those noodles, boys and girls, and put that pie on serving plates. It's time for a good old shindig!